Welcome back to Glow Talk Tuesday. This is your girl, Ghinette Marie, and you're listening to Glow Up From Within the series. Now, here we don't just scratch the surface, we grow, we glow, and we reflect for real, okay? And if you're new here, this is a space where we keep it all 100, all right? We talk about what people are scared to admit, we work through it together. And today's episode is a word because we're talking about breaking cycles, karmic patterns, generational habits, all those things that keep popping up and blocking us from our glow up. So, you already know. Grab your tea, grab your smoothie, your water, your journal, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Hey, y'all. Now, I hope you all are having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time that y'all are listening to this. I hope your day was well. I hope it's going well. Now, today's topic is about karmic cycles and generational curses, or I should say generational patterns. So, what are karmic cycles and generational patterns? So, let's start at the beginning because a lot of people hear karmic cycle or a generational pattern and tune out like it's some magical thing, but honestly, it's just real life. And for me, I define karmic cycles as those situations or lessons that just keep spinning the block in your life, like over and over, until you finally just stop, you look, and decide, you're done playing that game. It's like life will literally put you in the same classroom with different teachers until you pass the test. And it's not just relationships, it's karmic cycles show up with money, with career, like with friendships, even with how you treat yourself. It's those moments where you stop and think, why am I here again? Why do I keep attracting this energy? So next is the generational patterns is like, it's the other piece. Those habits, the wounds, and beliefs that didn't start with you. They might have started with your grandmother or your great grandfather or even further back, but maybe nobody in your family ever talked about money. So now everybody's out here just trying to survive paycheck to paycheck, or maybe everyone's afraid of chasing their dreams, so playing it safe is the norm. And I remember looking at my family and realizing certain struggles just kept repeating. Like my dad, for example, amazing man, had all these dreams, but never really saw them through. And without even realizing it, I found myself doing the same thing, getting close to finishing something and then losing steam, right? So here's a real example. For years, I would say I was stuck in the same relationship cycles, different people, but the same energy was always the same. It took a long time for me to even see that I was picking based off of old wounds, stuff I never healed from childhood and patterns I've seen in my own family. And listen, I'm not the only one. Sometimes you just need to pause and ask yourself, what keeps repeating in my life? And is it really me or something deeper I inherited? So if you're listening right now, I want you to take a second and think, what's one situation or habit that keeps repeating for you? What keeps spinning the block in your story? And y'all can write that down. Write it in your journal. I hope y'all been keeping your journal and notes through all these episodes because I do like for y'all to interact and try these things and write it down and see what your answer is for your own self, digging deep, okay? Now, how do you recognize when you're in a cycle? So, you're in a karmic or a generational cycle when it feels like you're in a movie with a script that is like it never changes. For example, you start a new job and for a while it's good, but soon the same drama, the same unappreciation, um, the same toxic boss starts popping up, or you just get into a new relationship and at first it feels so different, but a few months in, it's like the same issues from your last relationship starts creeping in. And what I learned is things like this, these cycles aren't always obvious at first. Sometimes they show up as anxiety that you can't shake or feeling drained by the same kind of person. Maybe your self-esteem takes a hit every time, or maybe you just feel like you can't break through in your career no matter what or no matter how hard you try. So here's what's real. These cycles start to just mess with your confidence. You might even start thinking, is it just me? Am I cursed? But it's not a curse. It's just a cycle waiting for you to recognize it. You get what I'm saying? It's not just a cycle. It's waiting for you to recognize it. And the signs aren't always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet heaviness feeling, right? Or the sense that you're stuck while everyone else is moving forward. Let's be honest. Sometimes it feels like even when it shows up as procrastination, laziness, or feeling like you're always tired, but it's really your spirit resisting the same old energy. I want you to really check in with yourself. Are those patterns you notice in your friendship? Are they in your friendship? Are they in your finances? And how you react to stress? These are the breadcrumbs that lead you to the root. So tonight, before you go to bed, your journal about one pattern you keep noticing in your life. Where do you think it came from? Don't judge it, just notice it. Okay? Just write one pattern that you keep noticing in your life. And where do you think it came from? Just do that before you go to bed. Now, the next thing is, and this is something that can be hard. Why is it so hard to just break free? Why is it so hard for us to break free from it? So let's talk about it. Even when you know they're there, it's hard to break out of these cycles. Part of it is comfort. Sometimes dysfunctional is all you've ever known. So even if it hurts, at least it's familiar. For a lot of people, loyalty to family, fear of abandonment, or just straight up guilt keeps you stuck. Maybe you grew up in a family where nobody ever finished what they started, or where putting your dreams first was selfish. That stuff sticks with you. Even if you don't realize it, it sticks with you. I had to get real with myself about why I kept pausing on things that I said I loved, like my candle business, my book, even this podcast. This is all in the beginning before I started really pushing it out. And at first I thought that I was just too busy, but the truth was I was repeating an old family pattern of almost finishing, but never fully pushing through. And for some of you, breaking a cycle just might mean, it could mean that being the first to step out, the first to say no, the first to just ask for help, or just the first to try therapy. And that's scary. People might not get it. Maybe your family culture is where we don't talk about, feelings, or we don't trust outsiders. So you just stay quiet or stay silent. You don't even get help. And the cycle keeps spinning. So let's be real. Sometimes it's fear of success. You ever heard that saying, you might be afraid to succeed? You have a fear to succeed? Like, what happens if I really break this pattern? Who will I be? Will I still belong? You know what I'm saying? That's deep. And it's okay to feel all those feelings, but know this. Every time you take a step out of the cycle, you're rewriting your whole family story. Did you think about that? That you're rewriting your whole family story every time that you decide to just step out of the cycle, step out of the box. And this leads me to the self-awareness and accountability, the real work that slows you down. Self-awareness and accountability. This is where it gets uncomfortable. Follow me. This is where the magic happens. Self-awareness is looking in the mirror and being honest, not just about what other people have done to you, but about what you allowed, accepted, or maybe avoided. Accountability is saying, yes, I was dealt a tough hand, but I'm not going to play the victim forever. And when you let go of blame, you start to see where your power actually is. That doesn't, mean everything, was your fault, but it does mean you're not powerless. So it's hard to take accountability, especially if you've spent years in why me type of mode. Or I used to be, there saying, why do I always get the short end of the stick? I'm a good person. Why is this always happening? Why is it always something? Boy, I tell you, it's always something. If it ain't one thing, it's something. It's always something. Let me tell you, those words are powerful. If you keep saying that it's always something, it will always be something. Hello, change your verbiage. You have to start changing your self-talk, even if it feels fake at first. You know what I'm saying? You get out of the victim mindset. So this is what I challenge you. Next time you catch yourself wanting to blame the world, I want you to pause and ask, what's one small thing I can do differently right now? What's one small thing I can do differently right now? That's where your empowerment begins. And then you get your habits and the mindsets that run even deeper now. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the habits and the mindsets that run in families or even whole communities. How many of us grew up hearing money doesn't grow on trees, or what happens in this house stays in this house? Or how many of us were taught that taking care of yourself is selfish, or that you have to put everyone else first, even at the expense of your own mental health? Or they'll say, I raised you. You need to think about me. I'm the one that raised you, right? I know y'all heard that one because I have. Sometimes it's the silent rules, like not showing emotion or never asking for help. These things run deep. And when you start to notice that they don't serve you, you might feel guilty or like you're betraying your family. But breaking that cycle is the ultimate act of love for yourself and for whoever comes after you. So example, in my own family, the pattern of not finishing what we start ran deep. So when I finally finished writing my book and got it out there, it wasn't just for me. It was for my ancestors, who never got that chance at all. It was for my dad, right? So I want to ask y'all something. What's one belief or habit you learned as normal growing up? Like, as normal, but now you realize it's not helping you grow. Okay? So what's one belief or a habit you've learned as normal growing up, but now realize it's not helping you grow. And if y'all could write that to yourself in your journal, you can also share it if you like in the comments. I would love that. So now the next thing we're getting into is your steps to start breaking cycles. Okay? Breaking cycles isn't an overnight thing, we know. It takes intention, patience, and self-compassion. So start with awareness. Journal your triggers, your patterns, and your reactions. Okay? Y'all got to have something, whether it's in your phone notes or whatever it is, but journal that. So you're going to start with, the first thing is going to start with awareness. That's what you're going to write down, starting with awareness. You're going to journal your triggers, your patterns, and your reactions. Then the second thing you're going to do is set boundaries. So I want you to write down what you will and won't accept, even if it makes others uncomfortable. And then the third one is spiritual work. So you're going to pray, meditate, seek spiritual guidance, whatever that feels right for you. This is where you do whatever that feels right for you. And sometimes just lighting a little candle, speaking your truth out loud is powerful. Talking to God is very powerful. That's why I said pray is the first thing. You can do that. If you're not into that, then find something that's going to help you. And don't be afraid to get help, therapy, mentorship, support groups. Sometimes you need outside help to see what you can't see. Okay? And remember, progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it's as quiet as just you saying no for the first time, or choosing to rest instead of repeating old, a busyness. So this is what else I want you to write down. Write down one cycle you want to break. Write down one cycle you want to break. Then write down one cycle, or I should say one thing you can do differently this week. So the first thing is write down one cycle you want to break. Then write down one thing you can do differently this week. Just one small step that you can do differently this week, okay? And if you want to share that with us, you can as well. Remember, this is an open space. There's no judgment here. Also, dealing with guilt and pushback. So listen, when you start breaking your cycles, people might not clap for you. Family, friends might, guilt trip you, tell you you've changed, or even try to pull you back. It can get lonely. We all know on this journey, when you're doing for yourself, it can get lonely, especially if you're used to being the one who always keeps the peace or carries everyone else's weight. But here's the truth. Your job is not to make everyone comfortable. Your job is to heal for you, so you don't pass the same pain forward. So some people will fall away. They may fall back from you. Some relationships may shift. You might lose friends. You might gain new ones. Hey, but you'll gain yourself. You'll gain your peace, your joy, your freedom. So stand strong in your growth. Y'all listen to me. The people that's meant for you will adjust, and the ones who can't, let them go with love. No hate, no animosity, no snarkiness, no sarcasm, no pettiness. Just, let them go with love. Everybody's not meant to be in your journey. That doesn't mean like, oh, their loss or your loss. It's just everybody's journey is different. And just continue to move forward with love. That's it. Just let them go with love. And that's it. And mean it. And you know what? This is where we get to something else. What does that freedom feel like? Breaking a cycle, it feels like coming up for air after being underwater. It's the lightness in your spirit. It's finally being able to say, that's not me anymore. And you really mean it too. Like you might notice you sleep better, laugh easier, or you even start looking younger, because real healing shows up in your body and your energy. And please celebrate every single win. Like I always say, celebrate these wins. If you break a pattern, no matter how small it is, honor yourself. Go out for your favorite meal. Buy yourself some flowers. Take a solo day just for you. You deserve it. And it's not just about you. It's about every generation that comes after you. So when you break a cycle, you change the whole story for those who come next. You get it? So I want to say this for anyone who feels stuck. If you're listening right now and you feel like you're stuck in a pattern that isn't your fault, but maybe you're just you inherited it. Maybe you just don't know how to move different. I want you to give yourself some grace. The stuff is hard. It is. This stuff is very hard. It just takes time and it takes courage, and it's not about being perfect. My advice is start small. If you always say yes when you want to say no, try saying no just once this week. If you're always rescuing everyone else, rescue yourself for once. Can you do that? Can you rescue yourself for once? No excuses. I don't want to hear, well, but I have to do this because, my family, and I have to go over here and do this, so it's not. No, you can figure that out. That's why I asked y'all to write these down so you can start seeing what's stopping you. Okay? And know that you're not alone. You are not alone. We're all working through something. Even me. Progress is progress. Even if nobody claps for you yet. And I will tell you this, if y'all have done something and nobody said, I'm proud of you, maybe you've sat there and like some people had addictions, right? And that's something that let's say you conquered. I'm here to tell you, congratulations. I'm very proud of you. If you sat here and you started working on you. You started thinking more positive, doing more better things for yourself, taking care of yourself, detoxing. I'm very proud of you. All the people that are listening right now and nobody's told you that they're proud of you, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm very proud of you. I haven't even seen your faces, but I can feel the energy. I'm very proud of you. I give you the applause, okay? I clap for you. But this is also to let you know, even if nobody claps for you yet, just know that progress is progress. And you're going to make it, okay? You're going to make it. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's better than the next. As long as you put in effort to change, you're going to make it. Absolutely you are. I believe in you. Okay? Now, before we close out, I like to do a little affirmation. And you can say it with me, you can write it down, or you can repeat it for this week. It is, I am the cycle breaker. I release what no longer serves me or my lineage. I honor my growth even when it's hard. My glow up starts from within, and I am worthy of new beginnings. I have to say that again. I'm going to repeat this one again because I felt that. I am the cycle breaker. I release what no longer serves me or my lineage. I honor my growth even when it's hard. My glow up starts from within, and I am worthy of new beginnings. I just want to say thank you for spending time with me on this Glow Talk Tuesday. Okay? Glow Up From Within, the series, y'all already know. And if you felt this episode, please share it. Tag me, send it to me. Like you can tag me your comments at the bottom or even on Instagram. You can send it to somebody who needs to hear this. And you can connect with me, like I said, on Instagram. I am Ghinette Marie. I'm going to put it in the description link here on this episode. Also, my YouTube, I am Ghinette Marie. And don't forget to get a copy of my book. The link is in the description. It's just a journey, a story of my life, just a little bit in there, motivational. And also, like I always say as we end this, protect your peace, keep growing, and always remember you are stronger than any cycle you were born into. So keep glowing up from within. I love you all, sending nothing but love and peace.